guys, it's Sharon, your breakup and life fulfillment coach, and today I want to talk about a little bit of a tricky, touchy subject: expectations. Now, this is something I think most of us are definitely guilty of, myself included, because it can be really, really hard not to expect certain things from certain people in our lives. And I think that this shows up the most in relationships because we expect our partners to want to give us what it is that we need or want in the relationship. But who's to say that they have it in them to give to us? And when they don't deliver on that, we're the ones who end up feeling disappointed, angry, or upset, and then we turn those feelings into the form of blame, guilt, or resentment and give that to the other person. So I know it can really suck when you like someone because you want to make it work, but if you're not getting what you need, you really have to ask yourself if it's worth staying in the relationship or not. But it's also understanding that people have different thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, and just because you have certain expectations about things doesn't mean that they share the same beliefs or values. Now, it's also important not to settle. So I just want to make sure you know the difference between expectations and standards because it's still really, really important to have standards. It's important to know what it is that you need out of a relationship and to stick to that. But the difference between the two is that when someone isn't able to live up to your standards, you're much more accepting of the fact that they are just who they are and that's just how it's going to be. You're able to take a step back and say, oh, well, that's too bad, but this is what I need, and see you later. Whereas expectations, you are expecting them to show up a certain way, and if they're not, then you're holding, again, this resentment and blame towards them. So I want you to pay attention to when you start noticing that you're having expectations in certain areas of your life, whether it's a relationship or maybe it's even at your job or with friends or family. But start to notice if you're able to let go of the expectations a little bit and just be a little bit more accepting to the fact that those people are who they are, and unfortunately, they're not always going to be able to give you what you need. Because at the end of the day, when you have expectations and they're not being met, you're the one who ends up hurting the most. So to save yourself that grief, I encourage you to really try and let go of it and just to try to be more accepting of how people are. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. And if you want more of these types of videos, head over to sharonstokes.ca, and I will see you guys soon.